Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Make sure to like and follow on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective on both. I want to reach 500 on YouTube, and then I'll give away a free tarot reading. And once I reach 10,000 on TikTok, I'll give away a free tarot reading there. So you'll have two opportunities to win, but it also does support me. So I very much appreciate that. Thank you. And all of your comments, your likes, your interactions, it all does help the channel, but I really love hearing from you guys. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for letting me know where you're at. Or some people just post their birthdays and stuff under their zodiac sign. So anyway, I just love it. I love building a spiritual community. That's a huge goal for me this year. So if you are new, I'm going to pull two of these oracle cards, get an overall feel for the energy. Then I'm going to pull from the tarot. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what spirit wants to come out. It's the message that needs to be heard by the collective. And then I'm using the angel oracle again this week. I've just really been drawn to that deck. So we're going to stick with it. So happy birthday season. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And let's see what message spirit has for Virgo. Awesome. What do we got here for you, Virgo? Opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. I love that. I think a lot of people are going through that right now. Unfolding. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You're growing as you learn more and keep expanding. I love it. What are you guys expanding in? You going back to school for a degree? You expanding in your spirituality? What are you guys opening up to here and unfolding? That's really cool. That's going to be different for each of you because it's a general reading. So I love that. Let's get into the tarot and see what it has to say for you, Virgo. My website should be up and running by September 1st. I will post a link and everything when it's available and let you guys know. It's super interactive. Like, you can go in, play around, and then there's some free downloads and stuff for you guys too. But I'll have more coaching programs open. I'm going to do a tarot course and teaching tarot. And then I'm going to still do private readings. So those will be open again. But I've had a lot of people ask me about those. And I just kind of closed everything down for a little bit. I got really busy. I work 48 hours at my corporate job and then do this on the side. So until I can do this full time, I'm just going to have to do what I can while I can. So again, your support helps me with that. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, King of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Wands, we love that. King of Wands, love that. Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups in your overall outcome. Look at you, Virgo. Love it. The Emperor. All right. So I always grab that bottom card because it's kind of like the underlying energies that are going on. The Emperor. The Emperor is about control. He is about leadership. He is about taking control of situations, taking control of your life, stepping up into your power, into your leadership type capability. It's also very much like a stable, structured energy. So this could be you stepping up and taking control of whatever this opportunity is and unfolding things in your life. It could be you taking a leadership position. It could be you getting more stable, taking control of things. So the situation here is the Two of Swords. You have a decision to make, and quite possibly not making that decision, or you're kind of, at a stuck place right now. So she does have this blindfold on, and she is covering her heart here. So you could be not making a decision because you're afraid of the consequences, or you're afraid of what could happen. I think sometimes we get into that where we're so afraid to make a decision that we just don't do it at all. So then you just get stuck. Your blockage here is the Four of Pentacles. So this is about holding on to something that no longer serves you. So what are you holding on to? That could be a job. It could be people. It could be a mindset. But you're definitely holding on to things that are no longer meant for you, and you're trying to control. So this Emperor is also about control. So maybe you're just trying to control things too much, and you need to kind of just step into more of a relaxed energy. But you're definitely holding on to things. I feel like a little bit of an obsession as well. It could be a mindset. We'll get more into it. Underneath here, the root of this, or the basis for this reading, is the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords is an air sign: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have to memorize those. That's terrible. But it doesn't mean you're dealing with an air sign. You could possibly be dealing with an air sign, but it can also just be the energy of the King of Swords. He is very head over heart. So he's a very logical thinker, good leader, but he is very, it's about truth and clarity. So maybe you need to get some clarity on a situation before you make a decision, and that's why you've been afraid to make the decision. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is about like anxiety, fear, worry, like late night staying up. So this person's like sitting up in their bed and they're all worried about things. What are you worried about? Again, it's going to be different for each of you. So you're not making a decision because you're in your head and you're worried. Your subconscious or your higher self, we have the devil. So again, this can be a negative mindset, because you see how these two people here are in chains and they're enslaved. They can free themselves here. So free yourself from this negative thinking, this negative thought pattern. This can be, addictions. It can be obsession, control. So maybe you're just a little obsessed. Maybe you're trying to control something too much here, and you kind of need to release that to the universe. In the near future, you have the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new beginning. This is a gift from the universe, new ideas, like a passion. It's just a new passionate beginning. It can also be about like financial stability, but this is also about like just you finding inspiration and like more creative work. So maybe you're moving into more creative work, whatever that is for you. It can be your spirituality. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a musician. Again, it's going to be different for each of you. Your advice from Spirit is the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands. I'm a fire sign, so but this is about like entrepreneur, business leader. He's very fiery, very passionate, again with that Ace of Wands, and then you have the King of Wands. Spirit's just kind of telling you to step into your power here, take leadership. Again, you have the Emperor down there, but he's also like a visionary. He sees the bigger picture in everything. So maybe kind of take a step back and see the bigger picture. Maybe that's why you're afraid to make that decision, because you're so focused on the negative that you're not seeing, yes, maybe that it's going to take change to move things along, but you're not seeing the bigger picture. It's going to bring so much more in for you. In your immediate environment, or the influence here around you, is the Seven of Wands. So this is a very like defensive, standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs, speaking your truth type of energy. So I definitely feel like you've kind of, you've had the courage, you've just stood up for yourself, you're standing your ground here on whatever that could be. Your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about like tension, it's conflict, it's challenges, obstacles. So maybe that's why you're afraid to make this decision, because you're afraid of the obstacles or the challenges that will come with making this decision. And again, yes, everything has its obstacles. Anytime you make a change, you're going to have obstacles. You're going to have things that try to stop you, or you're going to have what I call hiccups. If you're starting your own business, you don't know what to do. So you may make a couple of mistakes, but you have to trust that the universe is there for you and call on your guides for help. Because the overall outcome here is the Ten of Cups. This is like ultimate happiness, ultimate family, happiness, happy home, happy life. It's just, wish come true, wish fulfillment there. I love that energy for you. So what do we not see coming? What does Virgo not see coming, Spirit? Quite a few major arcana. Got 2 there. Oh, well, we got 4. That's okay. We'll take an extra one for you. We just won't tell anybody since it's your birthday season. So, you don't see coming. We've got Wheel of Fortune here. This is karma, divine timing. This is things turning into your favor, cycles ending. Like, you're definitely turning over a new leaf here. You're getting out of this negative mindset, whatever this control is that you've been sitting in, this negative mindset. You're getting some truth and clarity, and you're moving into this new passionate beginning, and it's divine timing. This is the Empress. She's all about like sitting back and enjoying things coming to her, going with the flow. So she's a very abundant, nurturing energy. So I feel like you just kind of need to sit in that energy and let things flow to you. It doesn't mean not taking any action or doing anything. You still have to take those steps. When the universe gives you a new beginning, you have to take that beginning. You have to put in some work and you have to do some things, but understand that by you sitting in a positive mindset, then that's going to bring in everything you want. So nurture yourself and realize that you have abundance coming in here. We have a victory. This is victory card, being seen. Your work is being seen. So, the right people are in your company, you're seeing you, the right clients that you want, you're branching off on your own, whatever it may be, you're definitely being seen here. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. This again is about that lack mindset, that feeling left out in the cold, that worry. Don't sit in that energy because you have all of these amazing things coming to you. This is divine timing. This is your abundance. This is your karma. Don't sit in this negativity. Don't sit in this negative mindset. If you're leaving a job, you might suffer a small financial loss. It's, inevitable when you leave one position and move into another, if you're not moving in the same company, whatever it may be. But you can't see that as a complete negative. You just kind of have to plan for it and go with the flow. So what are the actions and advice for Virgo, Spirit? Actions and advice for Virgo. I really love this reading, though. You got some amazing stuff coming in here, Virgo. Oops, I accidentally grabbed two again. That's fine. Again, happy birthday, Virgo. So look at that. Okay, I'm glad I grabbed it. Sometimes people put them back now. So actions, advice. Put these burdens down. Lay down these burdens. Move on from whatever burdens you are carrying and in that cycle. Stay emotionally balanced. Sit in your leadership energy here. Emotionally balanced. Be emotionally in control here. But in these burdens, in these cycles, move on from this carrying heavy burdens that they're no longer serving you. You're holding on to things that no longer serve you. What are you holding on to? A mindset, a job, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's not easy to just quit your job and move on, but if you make little steps and plan for it and move into that, what you do want, and sit in that energy, it's going to bring in that. The universe sees that and they're going to bring it in. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. I love that. I think we all have distractions nowadays, especially social media. We kind of get lost in there. But yeah, you definitely have a decision to make. Let go of those things that are no longer serving you, because, you're opening up to new passionate beginnings. You got the 10 of Cups. You got ultimate happiness coming in here, Virgo. You just move in that direction. Spirit's bringing that in for you. So happy birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it helped and brought some clarity. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.